All right, hey.
Hello.
All right,
See some
welcome.
people. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Cross Man Production Show. Our double live event is finally here.
I know, it's so crazy.
I mean, I'm excited about it. We've been working up all the way this week for this this event, so I am excited that it's here. It's
Me
here.
too.
We actually get to get online and see all of our friends come on, and so yeah, I'm excited.
And fun fact, we have a real train here as well. So all of you that aren't here in person, you missed out on trains.
Yeah, you're missing
Just letting
the
you
train.
know.
They'll probably pass by here pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly.
So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Crossman Production Show. I am Cross, and today I have the multi-talented, actress Ashley Boettcher.
Hello.
And so, Ashley, you've done how many films so far?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I should know this. I'm in them.
You just lost track. You've done so many.
I've been acting ever since I was 2.5. For those of you who don't know. So a long time, almost 20 years at this point.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot. Some of the most recognizable ones that people might know are Aliens in the Attic, Judy Moody and the Not So Bummer Summer. We have for TV, we have Outmatched, which was on Fox.
Which is one of my favorite.
Really?
Yes, I love Outmatched.
That's so cool. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, we have Outmatched, Gordimer Gibbons' Life on Normal Street. Animated, we have Weathering with You, Lost in Oz, Throne of Elves, and then video game world, we have Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade.
So yeah, you've been in a lot.
Yeah, that's just a few. There are lots of little roles here and there, but yeah.
Cool. So we see some of your friends already jumping on.
Yeah,
Do I
hi
say hi
guys.
to them? Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hi. So cool. How are y'all? So excited.
So what's Omni?
Oh my gosh. Where do I can't there's a whole thing, but
Okay.
we are online friends. Yes.
Okay.
I would say
cool.
we're friends. I hope you think we're friends. But yeah.
Well, cool. So here's the idea.
Yes,
So this is a double live event. So basically, what we're doing is we are doing a interview where you guys are actually asking the questions. You're going to ask Ashley, the questions. So we're doing it online. So we have all you guys online, and then we're also doing it in front of a live audience.
Yes.
So we have a live audience that's also going to be asking questions.
Absolutely.
I'm going to bring Pro in because my boy Pro is going to he's going to be actually looking at all you guys' questions and letting us know so that we don't miss anything from you guys. So I want to jump in. What's up, Pro?
I don't know if it's relevant, but the Rumble legend wants to know who would win in a fight between Darth Vader and Kylo Ren. I don't know if that's relevant to today's topic, but he asked, so
I'm always down for Star Wars questions. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm always down to talk Star Wars. I think, as much as I love my favorite emo space princess, that is Kylo Ren, because that's just what he is. Darth Vader, all the way. All the way, Darth Vader. Anakin's the chosen one,
Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah.
After 115?
Yeah.
He's saying the same thing, Vader.
Yeah.
So that answers Rumble's question. All right, so what we're going to do is Pro's going to jump in every so often and have questions with us. Let's see what we got.
Aw, thank you guys. You guys are so nice.
So cool.
Alexis just wants to make sure your attic is free of aliens now. They were checking in.
Every now and then I hear something go bump in the night upstairs. I'm hoping that it's Sparks, my good friend, coming back to visit, but have not seen him yet. So maybe, who knows?
Well, that's one of the things that that we get asked a lot since we've been doing this is about the aliens in the attic.
Yes.
You did Aliens in the Attic when you were like, oh, that was like your first film.
Yes, Aliens in the Attic was my first feature film.
Right.
A little bit of a deep cut, but yeah, that Yeah, I was about 9 when it came out, which is crazy to think about, that it's over 10 years ago
Wow.
since Aliens in the Attic happened. But we actually shot it a little bit before that. And fun fact, some of you guys might already know, but we actually shot in New Zealand for 4.5 months while I was literally just like 8 years old, kicking it. It was
Wow.
awesome.
So I wonder if they'll do another. I mean, because it seems like that's like still popular.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big part of a lot of people's childhoods. I know Austin is obviously literally Elvis Presley now
Right.
and doing all that crazy stuff. But yeah, if the gang wanted to get back together, I'd be down.
Well, cool. Yeah, and that'd be a lot of fun too. And then, you were 9 years old when that started.
Yeah, I was 9.
Yeah.
Well, I was 9 years old when it came out. The making of Aliens in the Attic actually took a long time because it was right around the time that there was a writing strike happening in California. And so I actually booked Aliens in the Attic twice. That's kind of how that happened. Once when I was around, I think 4 or 5, and then again around 6, 7. And then we shot it later when I was around 7, 8, and then it came out, I think.
So if you guys want to see another Aliens in the Attic, keep hitting social media up and tell them you want another one.
Be like, ayo, 20th Century Fox, can we get that Aliens in the Attic too?
Right.
Yeah.
It's about time to do another one.
That'd be crazy.
Nero's asking if we both plan to wear blue.
Did we plan to wear blue?
As a matter of fact, we did.
We did plan to wear blue.
So, yeah, yesterday we were like, hey, you know what? We're thinking about the whole backdrop and what would look good against the backdrop. So, yeah.
We
So
both wear blue.
the answer is yeah. And we've been doing all the promos pretty much in blue anyway.
Yeah.
So
I feel weird. I feel like everybody knows how many blue turtlenecks I have because the photos we did for promo were in a blue turtleneck. This isn't I'm in a different blue turtleneck.
yeah.
But
So
This is her live interview blue turtleneck.
So,
it's reserved
hey,
just
bro.
for live interviews.
only for live interviews do
Yeah.
we do blue turtleneck.
Hey, bro, I did wear another blue shirt under this for you.
Oh,
There you go.
oh,
I was really hoping that game was going to be tonight because I'm with a bunch of Floridians, so it would have been fun to see them either celebrate or melt down together, but it's Monday, so.
yeah.
Right?
Sports.
So for you guys who don't know, Pro is in Florida,
Mhm.
and we are here in Texas. So obviously we're big Dallas Cowboy fans, and well, at least I am. I don't know. Maybe
You know, go sports.
go sports.
Actually, she roots for Darth Vader. That's her.
I do.
That's her team.
I
There
do.
you go.
Team
That's-
Vader.
Darth Vader.
So
Absolutely.
there's another question about the Star Wars.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
goodness, Darth Vader or Ahsoka? Everybody's just asking Star Wars questions right now. I'm not in Star Wars, so don't take this as me being in Star Wars. Darth
Well, not
Vader-
yet.
No,
Yeah, not yet.
Listen, that is the dream. That is the dream ever since I was like an itty bitty child. Yes. I am assuming you're saying in a fight who would win, and I feel like Rebels kind of already answered that question for us, in a way. But if we're talking just general, who's your favorite? Ahsoka Tano, 110%. I mean, I love Darth Vader. I do, but Ahsoka. Mhm.
Cool. So you have a Nero is asking you.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so the question is, do you think you'll be in Ashley Tisdale's new show that's in production? I have no clue. I'm just so excited for her because I know that this is such a passion project for her. This is something that she's talked about doing, and I'm just so thrilled that it's coming to fruition. And I'm so excited to personally watch it and see it when it comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been cheering her on about this.
So what was the show about? Do you know?
Oh, I can't. I don't want to spoil.
Okay,
'cause I
so-
don't know.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah. Hollywood has their
Secrets.
yeah. So you have to keep things under wraps until they give you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So, let's see what else we have.
Oh. Let's see.
Annie Cappy 67 wants to know if you have any TV pilots you're going to be involved in since it is that time of year.
It is pilot season right now. I cannot confirm anything, but I will say auditions are auditions, and yeah,
So
that's another hard
Yes.
question to answer.
we're crossing our fingers that we're going to land something really good.
It'd be cool.
Yep.
It'd be pretty cool.
Cool. So
Absolutely.
we saw You were about to answer a question about Austin.
Yeah, Austin Butler. He recently, literally like a few days ago, won a Golden Globe for his performance in Elvis, playing Elvis.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
it was, how do you feel about that? And I'm just so proud of that guy. Oh my goodness. It's so crazy to think when we worked together on Aliens in the Attic, he was actually a teenager. And so I was just, little me. But to see him grow up, to go through so many projects, to grow and change as an individual is so cool. And I'm beyond proud of him because, I mean, yeah, there's just, he is Elvis at this point.
Yeah.
He sounds like Elvis. He acts like him. And he put a lot of hard work and dedication into bringing that character to life. Bringing Elvis Presley to life again on screen. And it's just, I'm so proud.
He did a great job on that too.
Yeah,
Awesome
he's incredible.
job.
And he's actually singing as well, which is,
okay.
I'm so proud of Austin.
Oh, we froze.
There we go.
All right, yeah. His tribute to his mom was really, really good. Really sweet. She was an incredible lady, and I know that she is smiling down and so proud of him as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm so proud.
I got dropped out.
Are we back now? Hello.
All
Are
right.
we back?
Yeah. So we're at the mall, so we're trying to make sure we maintain a good connection. So
if you guys drop out, I'll pick it up. I wasn't sure what happened there. Hey, they got dropped out again. I'm not sure if you guys are with me or with them, but my name's Pro Slacker Sean. I'm just gonna hold the fort down till they get back. You can never count on that mall Wi-Fi, can you?
Are we back now?
are we back?
Yeah, you're back right now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
right.
apologize for the Wi-Fi connection here at the mall. Hopefully, we're good. Okay, so what else do we have? Are
you
know your cat's name?
So I actually don't. I have a timeshare cat, is what we call him. We call him many different names. Right now, the nickname that we're going with is Jabba the Hutt. Because he is just Jabba. But we also call him things like O'Malley Cat, or my personal favorite is Silly Pooper. That's what I call my cat.
Okay.
That's such a great question.
The Rumble legend wants to know, is Ashley a gamer?
Oh.
If so, what's your game?
Oh my goodness.
Well, you do voiceovers for games.
I do voiceovers for games.
So
this is true. I do voiceover. I play Olette in Kingdom Hearts 3 and Neo in Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. As far as actually playing games, I've grown up playing video games with my dad. That was what we would do. Primarily Lego games are my favorite. But I do game occasionally. Minecraft is a favorite of mine for sure. I love Minecraft.
So we got to do something where they can play against you online somewhere.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey, Pro, we got to make that happen. We got to set up something where we can have her play online with some of her fans. We're trying to figure out the whole Twitch thing too. So
oh yeah, we've been talking about Twitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do it there. Get online and play.
As long as we're playing Minecraft. Can we play Minecraft?
I was going to say, I'll throw anyone a beating in Mario Kart. Any generation of Mario Kart. Take it from Super Nintendo up to now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do it. Because Mario Kart is like my favorite video game of all time ever. My friends and I will have tournaments. Like, I'm all in. Yeah.
So we got so they're talking about Animal Crossing.
Yes, I do. I do play Animal Crossing. I think all of my villagers are very mad at me because I have not been online in a while.
Are they still around?
I might have an empty island at this point, honestly.
You've been voted off.
Exactly. Yeah. What is this, Survivor? Oh my goodness.
Aperture wants you to play Apex Legends. If you're into it.
I played Apex once. I was not good at it, but I've played it once.
And so we got Super Smash Bros. How about that?
Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody that's here right now. Smash Bros was not my game growing up. It was not my game. I know people were so into it. Nope, not my game. I played Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat if we want to play fighting games, but like Smash Bros is not what I grew up on, unfortunately.
I grew up on it, but I stunk. So
that's what he said.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we're looking at Minecraft, right? Minecraft? No, it's
Minecraft or Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah.
Mario Kart.
Okay, so all right,
taking down every one of you in Mario Kart.
We got to make that happen.
Name the time and place. I just got to buy a Nintendo Switch because I can use one. I'll borrow one. Borrow my niece's.
I got a Switch. I'm ready.
So we have, which Jordan Peele movie do you think is
scary? Get Out, Us, or Nope? I don't watch scary movies, so I don't have an opinion on this. But I know someone enjoys watching movies like this.
Well, I typically don't watch scary movies until Pro's like, hey, why don't you watch Terrifier 2?
I didn't even take it easy on you. It was like one of the most gruesome things I could have forced you to watch.
Right? So so Pro is the scary movie guy. So I still haven't seen Terrifier 1. But I'm sure that Pro and I'll do a review on Terrifier 1.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You absolutely should.
Just as good as, not as good as the first one, but that's just not as good as the second one, but that's just because I don't think they were dreaming as big. They didn't realize what they had and the way it was going to hit and everything like that. I think 1 landing the way it did made them able to do what they did with 2, but 1 was still exceptional.
Right. And so what do we have? Somebody's asked me if I've seen the menu.
Have you seen the menu? I haven't.
First of all, I may know who this person is actually.
Oh.
So I just started a new job in security. Mm. So the trainer for security actually put up the menu during our training.
Oh, cool.
And he was like, I want you to watch this movie. I want you to watch this movie and tell me what you think about it. You know, we watched a little bit during training.
Really good training.
Yeah. So I haven't finished watching the movie. So, and that's one that I was telling Pro that, I was going to tell Pro that we need to watch and to get his opinion on it too. But anyway, so I've seen part of it. From what I've seen, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. Yep,
so the Rumble Legend is trying to entice you to play Super Smash Brothers because they did add Steve from Minecraft as a playable fighter. So he's trying to get you in there. He's trying to entice you. Studio Yukio, sorry if I said that wrong. Will there ever be another Weird Wednesday?
Oh, do you guys know about Weird Wednesday?
Huh.
Okay, so Weird Wednesday is something that I used to do every week on my Instagram, where I would basically do something like this, just me at home, where I would just go live and answer fan questions and just hang out and be weird on Wednesday. And I unfortunately I went on hiatus. I think it's been over a year at this point since the last one, just because life got busy and working on other things. But if there's enough popular demand, people have asked, so I'd be down to bring back Weird Wednesday for sure.
Should do it. We should let her do Weird Wednesday, and we'll post it live.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that'd be a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
So someone's asking, how do you know Crossman?
Oh my goodness! How do I know you?
He was the alien in the attic.
Right.
Yes. No, we have mutual friends, I guess you would say.
Right.
You knew my parents when you guys were about my age.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I actually knew her parents before Ashley was even born.
Yes.
So we were friends. We went to church together, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And we were actually, I was there at her parents' wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Her parents was actually in my wedding. Her dad was my photographer, and her mom was she helped with the wedding itself, as planning the wedding. And they had a barn that they turned into an apartments on their property.
Yeah.
And both me and my wife, before we got married, there was upstairs and downstairs, and we both lived in there on that in that makeshift apartment.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
before Ashley was born, so we have had the privilege of watching, Ashley grow and and follow your career the whole time. So yeah,
super cool.
so now we're here. We're doing this interview.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ooh.
Somebody's saying considering a weird Saturday.
Perfect. Today is a weird Saturday, everybody. 110%. Oh my goodness.
What was your favorite memory working with
Doris Roberts? Oh, Doris is so sweet. Yeah, she's no longer with us, but one of my favorite memories with her. This is a memory and a half. Well, I mean, getting to see her do her own stunts and be on wires was really cool because there's a whole scene in Aliens in the Attic where she is a fighting grandma, and that's awesome. But my favorite memory with her actually, I think, was at the wrap party. We had a little. Everybody was giving us money for a game that we were playing, and she put me in charge of the little change purse, and that was really, really cool. And so her and I I got to follow her around and sit with her and count the money, and we were doing basically a lotto where you draw a ticket and just in celebration, and that was really cool.
Cool.
But another one of my favorite memories with her is that she straight up lied about how old she was so that she could go to New Zealand.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, she lied and said that she was younger than she actually was.
Wow.
To be able to go to New Zealand.
What was there an age limit to get to New Zealand?
Not necessarily to get to New Zealand, but flights and travel times and stuff like that. There was a concern about age, and she was like, "No, I'm fine." Yeah. And
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Omnificentric is getting deep on us. They want to know, what is the biggest impact you would like to leave on the world? That's deep.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you for that question. That is a great question.
That's a deep question.
That is a very deep question. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm going to give a really, really sentimental answer, so I hope everybody's prepared for this. At the end of the day, if I pass away and the world doesn't remember me, that is perfectly fine with me. Most of all, I want my life to be a life that was lived in kindness and in love and that reflects Jesus to the world. Even if people don't know who I am, at the end of the day, we all turn to dust anyway, but that's the impact I want to leave on this earth.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
That's a very good answer.
Thanks, guys.
So this, according on to who you asked, this question might actually be deeper because Studio UKO, any anime recently? That question hits home for a lot of people. They take their anime just that it is a religion to some for sure.
Absolutely. Right. Ooh, have I started up as in have I been watching or have I been in any lately?
Let's get both.
Oh, okay. For those of you who don't know, I am in anime, Weathering with You, which is by the same incredible creator of Your Name, and he has a new film coming out soon that I'm very excited about. Right. As far as being in any, I can't really talk about it. I feel like that's my answer for everything. I'm so sorry. I can't talk about certain things, but stay tuned. And as far as watching any, I haven't watched any in a while. I think the last thing that I watched was probably Howl's Moving Castle, but that's just because I love Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, wow.
What shows was I watching last? It's been a hot second.
So you don't have anything you binge watch? Like anything?
I binge watch Clone Wars and Rebels, and Bad Batch is airing right now. Very Star Wars worlds right now. But I haven't actually been watching a lot of TV, which is crazy. But
makes one of us.
Yeah, I would say this is the king of binge watching. Is we were just
Yellowstone is finished. Right? Yellowstone is finished. I'm disgusted, but I'm entertained as hell. So.
Nice.
So we were just talking about this. 2 days ago?
Yeah. Thursday.
Yeah. So right after our podcast, the Cross and Pro show, he already had Yellowstone queued up, ready to go. Just turn chair.
Yeah.
Nice.
I paused it for the podcast and then pressed play when we ended, and that's pretty much where I've been ever since.
That's awesome.
So, all right, let's see. Oh, so right here. Somebody said you've been acting in comedy
Yes,
and
comedy
fantasy genre. Are you have you considered a horror or thriller?
Okay, this is a great question. I actually would not consider horror thriller. It's not my thing personally. This is going to sound weird to some, but some of you might understand what I'm trying to say. When you are acting isn't just acting, it's doing. So you actually put yourself in the situation of the characters that you're playing. And just for me personally, those aren't situations that I want to put myself in a mental state. Even if it's not real, I understand it's just a job, but it's a lot of there's a lot that goes into acting on a psychological level, and it's incredibly fascinating. But that is why, personally speaking, I would not do horror or thriller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eduardo from Brazil says they love you, just to let you know.
Oh, thank you. Perfect.
All right. So they have a question about for your dad.
Oh, I don't think we can answer that question at the moment.
So the question was, is their dad, since he's a wedding photographer, is he a wedding photographer?
I try not to reveal a lot about what my parents do on the internet, just so you know.
So they're asking if they can hire him, but
I'll let him know that you guys want to hire him.
Yeah, we'll definitely pass that along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, send me the deposit. I'll take care of it.
Perfect.
All right. Aww. So, did you hear about the movie called Knock at the Cabin?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard that one either. No.
Oh, did somebody ask why I have a Band-Aid on my thumb?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a Band-Aid on my thumb because I broke a nail setting up, but it broke all the way down to my skin. So I have a Band-Aid on my thumb. Wow. It's a lightsaber, though. Have you noticed I like Star Wars?
No, you're a Trekkie for sure. Through and through Trekkie here. Star Trek all day for you, I can tell.
Yes. Listen, I believe there's a world in which both can exist and be in harmony with one another. I don't think we have to fight over Star Trek and Star Wars.
I agree.
Cool.
All right, let's see. We got that's not a question, so I'm going to go with this. Are you a fan of DreamWorks? Which who isn't?
Yeah, who isn't? They're incredible. How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek. Come on now. Absolutely. I've worked with DreamWorks. They're pretty cool.
David O'Keefe wants to know, do you wish Sparks had been able to stay with Hannah and her family?
Oh, that would have been a really interesting ending to Aliens in the Attic. Personally, I think it's good that he went home. As much as Hannah wanted him to stay, he had a whole life there that he had to go back to, for sure. But that would have been a cool ending. Definitely would have been cool. Oh.
Let's see. Look at this guy. You got another Star Wars.
Yeah, I was going to say Ahsoka Tano or Princess Leia.
Impossible question. Absolutely impossible question. There is no. I love them both. Who would win in a fight? I have no clue. I never want to see that fight because I love them both, and that would be terrible. They're also on the same side, and I think they would be a great duo together. We see Luke and Ahsoka team up in The Mandalorian. Spoilers, but it's been out for a while. You guys are fine. That would be cool if we get Princess Leia in there.
Oh, wow. So, Studio really say we've been following Ashley since.
Oh, since I posted daily.
Wow.
Wow.
How long was that?
A long time ago.
Wow.
A long time ago. Yeah, unfortunately, I have not been up on the socials. My sincerest apologies. I try.
Here's the. Sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
I was just gonna say, here's the thing, Studio. If she's not posting consistently on socials, it's just because all the other things you love that she does are taking off. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing that she's not as active on social media. She's just a busy woman.
Yeah, you're just watching. You're not seeing her on the right medias because instead of her being on social media, she's at the you can see her at the movies on television.
This is true.
Or the video games.
Yeah. It's called the big screen now, guys.
Right.
Awesome.
And so somebody's asking, what country would you like to travel to?
I constantly talk about going to Australia. I think that would be cool. I was in New Zealand for 4.5 months, but I never flew over to Australia. So going there would be really cool. Other than that, I've always wanted to go to. I've been to the Czech Republic, which was a dream of mine, and Ireland, which was also a dream of mine. I would want to just explore Europe. I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool because you can take trains
all
over the place. Yeah. I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. My goal is to go to Ireland. Go back to
Ireland
that's where my family's from.
Nice.
So, yeah. So.
Yep. Ireland is awesome. 10 out of 10.
And then. Is this right here?
Oh.
Okay.
Do you speak Japanese? Aperture says in Outmatched you spoke Japanese. Would you want to learn another language? Do you know Japanese, or you just like learn some for that?
So I played a hyperpolyglot, which means that you're proficient in a whole bunch of different languages. I kind of speak English well, and I've been speaking my whole life. I don't actually know any other languages besides like Spanish that you are forced to take in high school.
Right.
Which do I remember any of that? I know a little bit, but what language would I like to learn? I actually would love to learn Japanese, and I'd love to learn Hebrew and Greek. I think that would be really cool.
That's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
So,
would you rather join Star Wars or Doctor Who spinoff?
Wow.
Ooh.
That is a great question.
That's a really great question. I don't know. Probably Star Wars if I had to pick. But
I was going to say, I bet you would do Star Wars.
I love Doctor Who, though.
Right.
I've loved Doctor Who for a long, long time.
So, he said,
what's the biggest movie franchise you would join if you could? Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. 100%. Easy.
All right, give us 3. If Star Wars is 1, give us like your runner-up.
Ooh, my runner-up. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, there's Marvel. Obviously, we all know Marvel. We all love Marvel. Being a superhero would be pretty rad. Not gonna lie.
Right.
It'd be pretty cool. I don't know.
It's the third one.
I mean, I would say Oz, but I'm already a part of Oz. I'm part of the Oz collective.
Oh, you know, but you do you do the animated Lost in Oz. If they did like a live.
I would only want to play a live version if it was a live version of my rendition of Dorothy, because one of my favorite things about the Dorothy Mantle is that so many amazing people have played it, from the big screen to theater to television, animated, live action, and I think it's really, really cool. It's one of my favorite parts of being a part of it. But yeah, I would do it if it was that. It's playing Zatanna still a dream. Yes, I would love to be in DC. That would be cool. If it was the Young Justice version, I like her. But I don't know. It really is, honestly, at this point, whatever God wants me to do, whatever he has for me.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Studio is asking, is playing Zatanna still a dream? And then we're going to have a 2-part question. So first, is playing Zatanna still a dream? And then Rumble Legend also wants to know your favorite comic book character.
Ooh, probably Zatanna. Yes, I think it would be definitely cool to play her. It would be interesting. And if that was what the Lord had for me, that would be cool.
Right.
And my favorite comic book character, I don't know. Probably her.
You think it'd be the same?
I would say probably the same. I do think she is very, very cool. I would probably say same. Probably.
The fact that the answer to that, both of those questions, is the same. I picked 2 great questions to group together. There's no way I did.
Right?
Absolutely.
I had no idea. No idea.
Great job. You should host a show, Pro.
Right? Speaking of hosting shows, have you seen Wednesday? What are your thoughts on Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers in the show?
I haven't seen it, unfortunately, because I'm just not watching media. But everybody who knows me knows Tim Burton is incredible. And I think Jenna Ortega is just great. She's just awesome. So I'm sure she kills it. I've seen clips and bits, and it looks fantastic. But do you guys know anybody who might have watched Wednesday and gave their thoughts on it? Maybe
It was me. Now this is all like Parks
That was
was
the
like,
first
let's
show, wasn't
review
it?
Wednesday. Yeah, Parks was
Yeah.
like, let's review Wednesday, and then now I've seen like everything that's come out ever all of a sudden. I just can't
Right.
stop. It's like
So we started out.
TV
So
in
we
my
started
veins.
the Cross and Pro show
Mhm.
on a Wednesday. So we did
Oh, perfect.
review Wednesday on Wednesday.
Nice.
So that was
That's
our first one. Great show, by
Jenna
the way.
Ortega, she absolutely assassinated that role. It was so
Right.
good. That wasn't something I would have sought out. And the difference between me and Park was like, hey, you want to watch Wednesday? And I was like, cool. You want to watch Terrifier 2 for me? It's just
Right.
like, very different lanes. But Jenna killed it. And I got to say, Emma Myers, when I started watching her, I was like, she reminded me so much of the one girl from like Napoleon Dynamite.
really
I can't remember her name, but like the character and just the way they played each other, I was like, she reminded me so much of the one like quiet girl from Napoleon Dynamite.
cool. That's awesome.
So and then
Studio.
they're starting a Wednesday, a second series, second season
Yeah.
to Wednesday too. So
I mean, Netflix had to pick that up for the
Yeah.
second season.
oh, definitely.
Yep.
Oh, here you go. There's a. Go ahead. What was you gonna say, Pro?
Oh, I'll say, I know you mentioned earlier on your deep question about a life, filled with Jesus and everything. So Nocia wants to know, what biblical story would you like to adapt for a movie or film, TV show?
That's so good. Ooh, let's see. This might be. I feel like everybody would expect to see like, oh, Esther would be cool, which is true. I think that would be awesome. My favorite biblical person, I have a few, but I love the prophets and I love Isaiah and Jeremiah a lot, just as books and as people when I read about them. I would love to see more focus on that. I think would be really cool. As far as me being a part of it, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that looks like, but
Right.
I'd love, like, let's get Israel. What's going on in Israel during the time of the prophets and how does that foreshadow Jesus?
Right.
That would be so cool because if you think about it, like, man, that happened hundreds of years before Jesus ever came, and like all of those prophecies came to pass for him, and that's crazy. It's so
Wow.
cool. I could talk about the Bible forever. I love it. Mhm.
Sophia Os Allegra El Dia, do you maybe want to write your own book?
Oh, that would be super cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be so much fun. I don't know if people would read it, but I definitely love writing, and I love writing about fictional things and also my life. So that would be cool. I'd love to write a book. If I wrote a book, I'd probably write a kid's book, though. I think
Okay.
that would be cool.
Studio's chomping at the bit for me to ask you about Harry Potter. It feels like a setup.
That is because it was an inside joke. Every time I would talk about Harry Potter on my Instagram lives, the Instagram would just die. So yeah, that's
Yeah, they said Instagram would get triggered, so
Yeah.
you set off
literally the whole app would just like close on my phone, and it was weird. It was
wow.
definitely weird. Maybe YouTube and Facebook would be friendlier, but
As this live just gets cut.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But don't say
Exactly.
that. All right, let's see.
Have you ever had to turn down a role?
I have.
Oh,
I have. Mhm. Absolutely. Yep. It's I have had to turn down roles, unfortunately. But yeah, that's a very real part of the industry.
We got the deepest question of the night.
Oh, I'm ready.
Do you like spaghetti Alfredo?
I feel like this is a setup.
is there?
That's the question. Do
Spaghetti
you like spaghetti
Alfredo.
Alfredo? It's just the white
Yeah,
sauce.
Who doesn't like Alfredo? Absolutely. Is there more to this, or is that it?
No, that's the whole question. Do you like
Alright.
spaghetti Alfredo?
Yeah, this is spaghetti Alfredo. Never
I
heard
do.
of spaghetti Alfredo.
Yeah, I would assume it's like fettuccine Alfredo, but fettuccine is just like a different type of noodle.
Noodle.
So spaghetti rather than fettuccine. It's my Italian coming out,
Right.
guys.
It's all in the sauce,
It absolutely all is in the sauce.
right?
That's why Alfredo's in it. We're there. Absolutely. For sure.
All right, guys, in the comments, I want to see you guys argue over your favorite type of pasta, because someone said spaghetti Alfredo, someone else said fettuccine Alfredo. We need a battle for. I'm a bow tie guy, little elbow macaroni,
Okay,
have a
if we're going
tappy.
mac and cheese, come on. Are we going
Yeah.
elbow, bow tie, or are we going the shells?
Well, they look like they're going the whole gambit with the whole with the noodles, because now they're asking ramen and so,
Ramen. Ramen is the answer to that question.
Yes, ramen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll get deep. Uriel Ramirez wants to know, Ashley, if you were not an actress, what would you be doing, or what else would you like to pursue? Also, we actually do have a two-part, because someone else asked, no seal, have you ever had any jobs besides acting? So those kind of do play well together.
Good question.
These are great questions.
So
I will answer the first one first and the second one second. Go in numerical order. That makes the most sense. If I was not in the acting industry, what would I have done? When I was growing up as a child, I was really interested in medicine, which is pretty cool. I was kind of a weird kid and would watch open heart surgery videos when I was a child. Thought it was really cool. I think it would be really cool to be a pediatric doctor of some sort. Growing up, I think that's what I've wanted to have pursued. Other than that, now, I don't know. I don't know what I would want to do now. It's a great question. Currently figuring that one out, honestly, and it's a work in progress. But again, at the end of the day, whatever God wants me to do, I'll do it. As for if I've had any other jobs outside of acting, the answer is yes. I actually still am, I think, a social media intern at the Bureau of Magic, who are the people that I do Lost in Oz with.
Oh, okay.
So I was a social media intern and worked with them for a while with the upcoming release of, at the time, Packing Magic, which is now out, but we have a feature film coming out soon. Can't say when yet, but we have a movie in the works, and so working with them, they're my favorite people to work with in the industry, and so that's really cool. I have also worked in childcare and worked with my mom in her bakery.
Yeah, and for those who are here live, her mom's actually here with the table set up with some cookies. So.
Actually, kind of sponsored. Some Girls Bakery, gluten-free, vegan. Everybody deserves deliciousness. So if you have allergies and you want an allergy-friendly cookie,
you're missing it, bro.
You're
missing it, bro. They're set up right at the table over here with the cookies. I'll mail some to you.
Man, well, it's right. I'm on set today, and there's supposed to be some good craft services going on here later. So I am shout out everyone who let me come. I am on set of Truth About Monsters, Preston Walden directing. It's a good time.
Nice.
Awesome. So tell the cast out there I said what's up too while you're there.
For sure.
Yes.
I definitely will. I actually got to come down to Florida and do some acting. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm down.
They have a huge community down there too. So,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I love all those people up there in Florida.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Ooh, have you been able to try out directing? If so, anything we can be seeing soon? I love that question. For those of you who don't know, being a film director, has been a lifelong dream of mine as well. I have made short films, spec commercials, a lot of stuff behind closed doors of when I was little. I actually studied at New York Film Academy when I was in school. It was really, really cool. Anything that you guys can see, I don't think anything is out there, but I have talked to my parents about uploading stuff and getting back into it. So stay tuned.
Yeah, when we did our interview, we talked about that. You had done some directing and did your own little videos and editing.
Yeah.
So at some point we'll probably get her. We'll try to get her to release some of that.
Yeah,
maybe.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Aperture has asked several times to see the audience. I don't know. You guys have probably got a laptop. It's probably not that easy.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, just I have to turn the whole computer around.
Sorry, guys. I promise. There are people.
I tried, Aperture. I tried.
And let's see.
Uriel again. She did throw in some more information. She is saying hi from Buenos Aires, Argentina. What was it like working in Lost in Oz as Dorothy?
Oh, I love working in Lost in Oz as Dorothy. I'm so excited that we're coming back for a full-length feature film coming soon. I started that job in, I think, 2016. And that is crazy. I feel like I've grown up playing Dorothy. Something magical happens when you play a character.
Right.
You become part of them and they become part of you. And so I say it all the time, but Dorothy and I actually look alike. That is purely coincidental. Right. The character design was finalized before I was a part of the project. And when I walked into the booth, everybody was like, well, here we go. She's literally her. And over the years, that has only become more and more true. My favorite thing about working on Lost in Oz, though, I've said it before and I'll say it again, is working with the Bureau of Magic and everybody that I've gotten to meet and work with along the way. They are some of the most genuine, authentic, incredibly talented people in the industry. And it is a dream come true to work with them, as well as people that I grew up listening to throughout my childhood, from Nika Futterman, Stephen Stanton, Keith Ferguson, all of the above, and so many others. It's so cool to get to see people that you grew up like watching and being a fan of, and they're amazing people.
And
they're so cool.
we talked about this too when I saw Dorothy from the Lost in Oz. I literally thought they made her from you.
No.
Yeah, and you told me that they actually created her first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you look exactly like the character.
It's so crazy how that worked. Mm-hmm.
All right, I actually got two questions. One, no seal asked me if I was dipping right now. I guess it's because this is coffee. I promise.
Hey, what happened to your Arizona tea?
I know. Man, hold on. Time out. Hold on. What do you mean? I got a carcass right here, man. They're everywhere. My car's just littered with empty Palmer bottles, man. It's disgusting, but I'm never gonna change.
Right.
But yeah, no, I promise I don't dip. Tobacco free is the way to be. And then they want to know what's in this box. Oh man, it's actually a box of boxes. Like, it's not even anything good. It's a box of boxes, empty boxes.
The only person would have a box of boxes in their car.
What?
Yeah, it's empty. Empty as hell. Sorry, guys. Sorry to be such a disappointment.
That is incredible.
I didn't even notice the box.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Wow, cool.
Before, when you guys dropped out, it got full screen, so I think they were able to see the box back of my car.
Perfect.
You know, that was killing them the whole show. They're like, "What's in that box?"
Don't care about us.
So it's that movie. What's in the box? What is that? Like 7 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna start driving. I gotta go do my PA job. Don't worry, we got this.
Is this safe?
Yeah, I'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right. I mean, it is kind of live, and we do have witnesses, so I hope this is legal.
Oh, I'm in Florida. This is par for the course. Where they're lucky I have a seatbelt and a driver's license and insurance.
All right, cool.
All right, so somebody was asking if you planned on coming to Comic-Con.
Oh, San Diego Comic-Con. I've gone to San Diego Comic-Con many, many times. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there this year, probably. But I love Comic-Con. Comic-Con's one of my favorite places to be.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let's see.
Everyone on the movie set's looking at me like, why is the PA guy driving, holding a microphone? It's pro slacker, baby. Little bit of everything. Little bit of everything.
Love it. Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
When you go from LA to Texas, do you fly or drive?
Oh, depends. Sometimes I fly, sometimes I drive.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, I made it before. It's a fun road trip. Growing up, we actually couldn't afford plane tickets very often for auditions and stuff like that. So we would actually drive. We would actually drive there, and we would actually drive to my very first gig I ever booked. My parents drove from Texas all the way to Chicago on my very first audition, and that was the beginning of everything. That was a long drive. I have no clue how they did it.
So, and then we talked about that too, about Aliens in the Attic, where that was actually filmed.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah, so the first film she did, it was supposed to be in what city?
It was supposed to be in Maine.
In Maine, yeah, and so
that's not but
it was actually filmed in New Zealand. So her first job They flew her out to. She had to go out to New Zealand.
Yep. Which I wish I was into Lord of the Rings more at the time,
Right.
because I would have loved to have gone to the Southern Island and explored all the sets and stuff, but didn't know what I was missing.
You know where they flew me for my first job? The grill at McDonald's. So your first job was better.
Really? But then you get McDonald's, and McDonald's fries though. McDonald's.
Yeah,
fries.
I probably took 30 years off my life eating all that free McDonald's.
Fair enough.
Just kidding, McDonald's. You're very healthy. Sponsor us.
Right.
Please.
I use McDonald's to lose weight. What do you use it for? No, I'm just kidding. That's a lot.
Wow.
False advertisement. That'll get us canned real quick.
So we got.
Misinformation.
Would you ever go to the UK for a Comic-Con?
I would love to go to the UK. Period. That would be fantastic. But absolutely, I would go for Comic-Con. That'd be so cool. That'd be super, super cool. Amazing.
So when you were just talking about all the places you want to go.
Yeah, I actually
to the
haven't been
UK,
to.
so-
Yeah. That'd be super cool. I've never actually been to England, so that'd be really cool. I'd
Awesome.
be down.
All right, this has been asked a couple times. Let me find it again. Have you ever seen the cast of Gordamore? Gibbon. Again. I don't.
It's Gordimer Gibbons. You're fine.
There we go.
That is a great question. We have all kind of gotten crazy busy with lots of different things, but yeah, you run into each other every now and then, and Coco is one of my favorite people ever. So yeah.
Cool.
Yep. You never know who you're gonna run into.
And how that was so Pro? That's a TV series that she
Yes.
was in.
Okay.
Gibbons Life on Normal Street.
Yes. Are you
So-
reading the poster over there?
No, Elizabeth actually watched the whole series.
Oh,
so,
sweet. Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So fun.
You have a good British accent, they're asking.
A good British
British.
accent. I wouldn't say it's perfect,
Right.
but I can kind of dabble in accents a little bit.
There we go. That's fine right
I don't
there.
know. People
like
from
it.
England are probably like, stop.
Right?
But
Better than Madonna.
Amazing.
Madonna looks like, well, I'll leave Madonna alone, but my goodness, what happened, Madonna?
Let's see what else. Being an actress is a hard living this far away from LA.
Yeah. So that is a good question. It is from time to time. With COVID, things kind of changed. For those of you that don't know, I actually lived in LA for about 10 years of my life, roughly. And then 2020 happened. 2020.
yeah.
But luckily, we were able to do a lot of things on Zoom, a lot of self-tapes. So the industry has kind of turned that direction. But yeah, it can be hard. Particularly doing commercials and quick turnaround shoots like that. They mostly hire people that are obviously already there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's hard sometimes, but it's all good.
So is there like any local commercials, or does everything have to be?
All of my agents and stuff
or
are
in-
in California, and
yeah.
that gets into a whole bunch of technical stuff that
Yeah.
we need to get into, but
Okay, let's see.
absolutely. Let's see. Do you know how to
Here you go. Is anyone taking photos of the event and hanging out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, there are.
Aaron Buffalo said strawberry milkshakes. No question mark, though, so I guess it's just a statement.
Strawberry milkshakes.
milkshakes.
Cool. Strawberry milkshakes.
So strawberry.
More of a peanut butter Oreo guy, but hey, whatever floats your boat there, Aaron.
Oh man, you know what's really, really good? Peanut butter and chocolate milkshake, and you dip fries into it and eat it. Let me tell you. Let me put you on something. It doesn't sound like it works. That was my favorite thing growing up. It's kind of weird.
Be careful. McDonald's fries, now you're dipping them in peanut butter milkshakes. You know, be careful.
That only happens to people like us, man. When you're younger, you can eat all you want, man, and never gain anything, dude. Me, I can just
gained
walk
weight.
by and gain 20 pounds.
I was saying I gained weight from her saying peanut butter chocolate milkshake.
Right?
My double chin just quadrupled.
Right? I just had a double chin pop up just by you mentioning it.
Right.
So we have
Oh, I did voice acting for video games. Are you interested in doing Oh, yes, doing mocap. Oh my gosh, great question. Yes, that would be so cool. I would love that. Yes, 110%. I think motion capture is super cool. I've actually done motion capture work before for various things here and there, but doing like a full-on, yeah, I think that would be so cool. Absolutely.
When you did that, did you have to have like the suit with the sensors, or was it like yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, the suit with the sensors. I felt like a superhero. I was like, this is
I'm
it. I've Yep.
We're all pretty sure you are a superhero, so it's not the suit, it's you.
Let's see.
I see somebody also said that they dipped their fries in milkshakes as a kid. Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Huh? That's what the fries are for, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I do know a couple people who like chocolate milkshake and French fries. Yeah, for sure.
It hits.
I think that's a requirement. I think if you have French fries, you have to have the milkshake to dip them in.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who dip pizza crust into soda. Actually, it gets weird.
Amazing.
So hold on. Let's see.
See any live bands? See any bands live? I like that question. I love seeing bands live. I love concerts. Gable Price and Friends is actually in Florida right now. They're my favorite band. If anybody doesn't know, I love Gable Price and Friends. I think my last concert was actually a K-pop concert, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
I think it was 17. I went with a friend for her birthday. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. K-pop is not usually like my genre of music, but it was really cool. They really put on a show. Like, it was awesome. And I'm so thankful that she took me. It was a lot of fun. I just want to see Gable Price and Friends live again. TBH, that's, life goal right now.
So, somebody's asking, have you ever considered being a YouTuber?
Hey, what's up, guys? Have I considered being a YouTuber? For those of you who have followed me for a long time, you know that I actually have like 3 whole vlogs. I have a YouTube channel with 3 whole vlogs where I was like, I'm gonna vlog my life.
Right.
That was a lot of work, man. I don't know how you do it being a YouTuber. That's crazy. I think it would be cool to do more stuff on YouTube. I need to be better about making content. I really, really need to be better about making content. But as far as doing like the whole, hi, I'm a YouTuber.
Right.
I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me.
Yeah, it takes, a lot of dedication and,
time.
Yeah, just, and then we have 2 shows. So, but yeah, it's all about the content and making sure. I did that with Pro. I told Pro, let's do a second show. And how long did it take us, Pro, to get that first one up?
You turn them out quick. You put things up quickly. I can't. I got 5 edited. I'm slacking, but Pro slacker. What do you want?
I'm like, Pro, let's do a show. Like a week later, we're doing the first show.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no, it was very quick. Absolutely. And it's usually I have to do all the work, so I just have to show up and run my mouth. That's my niche. Showing up and running my mouth. That's my best. That's where I fit best.
I feel that.
And let's see what we got.
If you were going to,
oh, go ahead. What was your? Is that what
I'll say? If Marvel came knocking, would you rather be a villain or a superhero? Uriel asked.
Ooh, it depends. I would want to be an anti-hero. I like this. I mean, I'm gonna reference Star Wars again. I love the stories of Anakin Skywalker. I love the redemptive, like, good guy, tragic things happened, and at the end of the day, they're redeemed. Because isn't that kind of just all of our stories, if we're being honest with ourselves?
Right.
But I would love to do something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. That would be awesome.
So we're gonna get you as a woman Deadpool, and I just want to see the profanity-laced 2 hours, because I just don't see that coming out of you quite that Deadpool profanity. Not that you don't curse, but we're talking Deadpool. So
I don't know, but Ryan Reynolds. Whew. Ryan Reynolds.
Yo, you ain't lying. Ryan Reynolds. Whew.
Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Me too. Ryan Reynolds. Everybody loves Ryan.
Nobody can pull off that role too as Deadpool better than Ryan.
Is there a role that Ryan Reynolds has played that he has not absolutely 100% nailed?
Yeah,
ignoring Green Lantern, because Green Lantern didn't happen.
Ryan Reynolds will say Green Lantern. He would be like, yeah, Green Lantern.
This is true. This is true.
So,
Just Friends is one of my favorite movies.
Mm.
So, would you do a Netflix show, or would you be in Stranger Things 5?
Oh, that would be super cool. That would be awesome. Yeah. I actually have a show that is on Netflix. It's animated. It's 12 Forever, and I Think You Should Leave is on Netflix as well, where I did a little guest star, little pop in. I think Netflix is super cool, super chill. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're about to do a season 5 on Stranger Things.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and they're always bringing in new cast members. So
for sure,
I can see you
absolutely.
on that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So we're gonna push that. Let's put Ashley on season 5.
Yeah, guys, let's start getting the fan edits now. Let's blast socials.
Right.
That's fine.
We're gonna make sure we're pushing that.
Thank you.
Umbrella.
Annie wants to know if you'd ever move back to LA.
Ooh, so we have 2 questions. I'll answer Umbrella Academy. That would be awesome. Umbrella Academy is a great show. Number 5 is my spirit animal. He's great. And would I ever consider moving back to LA? Yeah, if the cards fell the way that, the things that needed to happen for me to move back to LA, I'm not completely opposed to the idea, but right now, the season of life that I'm in, I'm really glad that I'm here in Texas, which is not something I would have said 4 or 5 years ago, which is crazy. Yeah.
So
Steven wants to know if you curse.
I try my best not to. For a while, I did a lot, actually. But there's been a lot of growth and development and God kind of working in my heart and stuff, and I try not to, actually. But we're all human beings. So yeah. No hate, no shade, no tea.
Cross, do I curse? I can't stop myself sometimes. Oh my god.
Whenever, let's just say that when we do the YouTube and monetization, it always gives that list of things that that you're supposed to say yes or no to. I'm like, what did Pro say today? I have to check off this list.
I like my part of the episode some days could just be beep.
Right?
Nice.
Let's see. There was one I saw here that.
I like that.
Oh, this right here.
What is it like? Oh, to be in like the public eye from a young age. That is a great question. It is incredibly daunting. Luckily, I was saved from a lot of the weird stuff that comes with being in the public eye, which is pretty cool. Thankfully, I have really amazing parents. I was homeschooled, and they kept me grounded in a lot of incredible ways that I'm immensely and eternally grateful for. But it's very weird. When I was younger and I would go places and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, hey, your name's Ashley, right?" I'm like, I don't know this person. It can be hard. But at the end of the day, I'm really thankful for it. Every door that I walk through was opened by God, and He's used all of it. It's all a part of my testimony, and I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's not like, "Ooh, look at me, like I'm so cool." It's definitely not that.
And you've been doing this since you were 3.
Yeah.
So
basically.
almost all your life you've been.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. And then not only here, but you're going into other countries.
Yep.
You have a big following in like India.
Yeah, and other places. Yeah, for sure.
Sophia wants to know if you're dating. I'm going to answer that for you. So I don't know that, but I'll put her father's email in the comments. And then if anyone's interested, we're going to need 10 references, your last 7 years of address. We're going to need resumes, applications, what you hope to achieve in life. It's a whole process. Just don't.
And just know that there's a background check that,
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for answering that question for me.
Do you wish you were in an R-rated movie? That is from Cole the Popular Guy.
All right. Hi, Cole. Do I wish I were in an R-rated movie? Not particularly. It's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, I want. No, not particularly.
It depends too, because that could mean different things. It could be just a violent movie.
Yeah,
it could be like a shoot 'em up, type of
Growing up, the rule was I didn't do anything that I couldn't watch because I didn't want to go to a premiere for a movie that I couldn't even see. It didn't really make sense, and it was a way to keep things appropriate as far as content situations that I found myself in. Obviously, now I'm old enough to see R-rated movies, but yeah, no, that's just kind of the way it was growing up, and I look back and I'm really glad that was the case. And doing something drastically different, I mean, it's not something that I'm gunning for, but yeah, it all would depend on the movie and the situation and why, but it's not something that I'm holding my breath for.
So this is a question I want to make sure we ask because this was my favorite episode.
Oh no.
This is my favorite. I asked you about this in the show too.
Yes.
So you learned tap dancing, or did you learn tap dancing from Outmatched?
Oh, okay.
And let me see what the second part was. Have you learned any other dancing techniques?
So, fun fact, I did not learn tap dancing for Outmatched. I've actually been, I started dancing when I was around 2.5, around the same age as acting.
Right.
And tap dance is just my personal favorite form of dance. I think tap dancing is super cool. So underrated. I love tap dancing. But I actually know ballet, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, modern, the whole gambit. And actually last summer I spent a lot of my time dancing. It was really, really cool.
So, Pro, the reason I like this question, and it's my favorite episode, is because on Outmatched, she did a tap dance with Tony Danza.
He did.
So
What?
Tony Danza.
That's awesome.
Tony Danza played her grandfather on Outmatched, and in between takes, Tony actually was teaching her some tap dancing moves.
Yeah. It was awesome. Yep, we had a whole dance routine. It was really sick.
Just say, Jaskin, get out of here with your dirty question. Thanks. Bye. Goodbye. There's the door. Come up with something a little more clever than that filth.
Bless.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'll be your live commentator bodyguard also. Ain't no filth getting through these parts.
We already told you that you guys have to go through a background check.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's see. Favorite anime?
They did apologize. They did say my bad.
Okay, good.
Thank you for that.
Thanks. Favorite anime? Ooh, great question. I really like Assassination Classroom. I think that's great. I feel like I have a different answer every time somebody asks this question. If we're talking movies, I love Howl's Moving Castle and Your Name. I'm super biased, but I think Weathering with You is pretty good. That's the one that I'm in.
Right.
But, you know, it's fine. Other than that, I don't know. I like anime. Anime's chill.
Is there an anime that you wish you were in? That you would love to be in?
I don't know. This is super basic, and some people might not appreciate this answer, but I think it would be cool to be like a voice in My Hero Academia. I think that would be cool.
Okay.
My Hero's... I like My Hero, personally speaking. Todoroki is a great character. I haven't watched him forever, though. Tragic.
Aperture just wants everyone to know that they feel I am the best moderator. So
You are. I agree.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
That's why we brought you on, Pro.
Absolutely. I'm going to bring you back anytime I do a live.
Heck yeah.
This is
I'm
your job
available.
now.
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome.
I'll try not to be in a car next time.
Nah, this is part of the charm with the random box of boxes and the leftover tea bottles.
Right.
Got to go with the whole vibe.
There's all sorts of stuff in here. Who even knows? My car is a garbage can right now, apparently. The car of a working man. It's never clean.
True.
So, how's your relationship with God helped you with your acting career?
That is an excellent question. So getting into a little bit of my testimony, which I don't know if I've ever really just shared my testimony publicly before. I should probably do that. I have known Jesus. I've been a Christian ever since I was about 2. I made a lot of really big life decisions when I was 2. And I knew Jesus. I considered him a friend. I asked him into my heart, like all the things, grew up in church, all that stuff. But my faith really didn't become my own until my teenage years, I would say. Probably actually 14 to 16. Those are some of the roughest years of my life at that point. You're trying to figure out who you are. There's, the hormones and all that stuff. Growing up in the public eye, having to balance work and social and drama and all that stuff was really, honestly, really, really hard. And there were points where I struggled with suicidal thoughts and depression, and it was really, really hard. And that's when I would say that my faith became my own, and God really became like my best friend. And it's been a journey ever since then, and it's an ebb and a flow, and it's a relationship. So sometimes you're close, sometimes you run away, and he's just there walking beside you. But it's crazy because I swear this has to do with the question. Looking back on it now, I see how God's hand has really been just in my life through my career, in a lot of crazy ways, not only from my parents not knowing anything about the industry and somehow me getting started and getting representation, which is crazy cool. But just the way he's protected me, the projects and the doors that he's kind of opened and all that stuff. It's a lot of things that I took for granted, I think, in the moment, that looking back now, I'm so immensely thankful for. And I don't know how I would have done it, honestly, without him. He's been my biggest cheerleader and my biggest support. And
we talked about this too when we did our interview. You're still, a teenager, and even though you're in the public eye, you still go through all the stuff that a normal teenager would go through.
Absolutely.
And we talked about how you handled rejection and being on a bigger stage.
Absolutely.
How that affected you. Some people, that's not in a public eye, who's not like relying on television and movies, and then when they deal with rejection, it's already hard enough as a teenager to deal with that. You dealing with it on much, not only just a personal but professional level too, was really tough. So
yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of everybody's story is different. And there are some things that I think are just universal human experiences. We all experience grief and loss and pain and joy and our feelings and emotions in dark periods of life. And it's so cool. I want to say thank you for giving me the space to actually talk about that, because it's not something that I ever really had talked about in depth before the way that we did on that interview. And it's really, really special, and it's something very close to my heart because at the end of the day, we're all just people, and people can look at somebody and be like, oh, they're in movies, so their life must be perfect and it must be great and they must have everything that they could have ever dreamed and everything they ever wanted. But at the end of the day, we are all just people. Our lives may look different, but we all experience very similar things and sometimes very different things. And it's beautiful how God weaves together our stories and makes us into who he wants us to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's a great answer.
Thanks. Thank you.
What time you guys wrapping up? I only ask that so we know how many questions about we got left.
How long we want to keep going?
You want to do about 5 more minutes?
Yeah, we can go for 5 more.
We'll go 5 more minutes. Let's answer a couple more questions. And then we have a meet and greet after this. So for the people here in person, get to come hang out and get some pictures. And that's the other thing too, is if you guys want an autographed picture, we will be sending them out. You just have to give us your information and let us know where we're sending them to.
Yeah, for sure.
Just IM me on my Facebook, and then we can get those out to you guys.
Absolutely. Someone asked if I could say something in Spanish, right?
Right.
I can say, hola, Dios te bendiga. I had to say that a lot over the summer. Dios te bendiga. It means may God bless you.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I was told. I hope that's what it means.
Yeah, hopefully.
Aaron Buffalo said he's had a rough couple of years. He got through it with the help of God and McDonald's fries and milkshakes. They said that's what got him through.
Awesome.
That's all you need.
Absolutely.
God, fries, and milkshake. That's it. So
and coffee. I need coffee.
Oh, and coffee.
I can't survive without coffee.
This question probably might be a few minutes for you, but a couple people have asked, so this is definitely a good one. Davin O'Keefe, someone else asked also, just some advice for other people starting out in this industry.
Absolutely. I love that question. And I feel like depending on the season of life that I'm in, I have a different answer for you each time. But I will happily answer this question all the time. Some of my biggest advice would be make sure that this is really what you want to do.
Yes.
I know that seems very pessimistic and hard, but this industry is not one that is full of glitz and glamour and, easy. That's definitely the way that it's portrayed. And there are amazing aspects like that, getting to walk red carpets and do all that stuff. But it's a lot of work. And one of the things, as we kind of talked about, is you deal with a lot of rejection. Right. People will reject you for literally anything. And it's not personal, but it's very easy to take it personally, especially if you're someone that doesn't take criticism very well. Yeah, but it's something that I personally struggled with a lot, especially like we said during my teenage years. And if you are absolutely sure that this is your passion and your desire and everything that you would ever want to do, if you can't imagine yourself doing something else and being happy, then that's how you know. I would say go for it. Start out in acting classes. Again, super basic, super generic, but there are a lot of great acting classes online with masterclass, YouTube videos, a lot of great places where you can just learn. One of the things that I did growing up was I studied movies. Before I knew how to really study, I was watching movies. I was figuring out what I liked, some of my favorite actors and role models like Lucille Ball, Shirley Temple, things like that. Really deep dive into your craft. And from there, honestly, just print out. They have like little sample scenes that you can print out at home from movies and try and take scenes and make them your own. Practice your facial expressions. Seems a little weird, but that is one of the biggest tools in an actor's toolbox is, can you convey emotion without saying a word? All in the eyes. Can you convey different, happiness, sadness, pain, sorrow, grief, all of the emotions just using your eyes? Can you change your body language? And yeah, that's absolutely. And make sure you have a strong foundation and a strong support system, because without, personally speaking, my family and some of my lifelong friends, I would not be here today.
Wow.
I hope that's helpful.
No, and I will back up the acting class thing. In my time in the industry, it's so clear cut when you see someone even on set the way they act, but then when they start acting, you can tell almost instantaneously if they have been to acting classes or not. So people, I will say, if you can't, it doesn't mean you'll never get in the industry or anything like that. But it definitely just provides you with things you wouldn't normally think of yourself. B, if you tell people you went to acting school, they know you're not doing this for fun. They know you're doing this for real, and they're going to take you more seriously. And the other thing is, say yes, but know your worth. Show up, work hard, be on time. I don't care if you're day one or year 10. You're not bigger than anybody on set. If you remember that, you'll be in good shape.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And another thing too, if I'm going to interject something
go for it.
So, we talk a lot about the community out there where pros at. If you have a strong community like what Pro has out in Florida, where they have, what do you guys have about? I would say 30 people out there community, maybe more.
It's a lot. It keeps growing. Every time I look on Facebook, like me and this person I don't know have like 150 mutual friends, and I mean all of them aren't like Florida actors, but I mean it's yeah, I mean, just like Ashley mentioned earlier, is like you build all these like little movie families. Someone asked if you had seen some cast members before, and like you build all these little like film and movie TV families where like you get to see some of them here, and then on the next set you see some of those people and some of these people. Like it really is a wonderful experience.
Right. And no matter what role you take, what role they offer you, take it and learn from it.
Yes.
We've met so many like Christy Roberts, Chris Taylor.
I will see Chris tonight.
Yeah. That just started off just as extras, and then as they kept showing up on sets, they started getting picked up as for roles. So yeah, I mean, definitely, if you have if there's an acting community in your area, I highly recommend you getting involved in something like that as well.
Absolutely. And there are some huge places like Georgia is blowing up, obviously, Florida, here in Texas, California, New York, all that stuff. But get started in local commercials too. You can start small and work your way big. I think a lot of people just jump right into like, I'm going to move to California and I'm going to pursue my dreams. And I love that passion, and that passion is amazing. And that is a strategy, and that works great for some people. But I would say while you're still getting your footing, figuring out, is this something that you want to do, really focus on your local space and climb up, do local commercials, find out what movies are there, be extras, meet people, learn from all those people around you, and then go to a big city. Because it's just a little practical advice as well.
Cool. So Devin's asking, how do you build up your self-confidence in life?
That is great. For me personally, it's knowing my identity in Christ, because there's, especially growing up in the industry, there's a lot of people that try and define you and tell you who you are. I feel like that's true anywhere, in public schools, even in families. You're constantly being defined by other people, and those definitions can turn into things that you tell yourself, whether positive or negative. And so for me, self-confidence, it comes from knowing who I am in Christ and knowing who he says about me. Because at the end of the day, people lie, but God doesn't. He can't. It's not in his character. It's not in his nature. It's literally impossible for him. And so what he says is ultimate truth. And believing that, which is a lot easier said than done. And to be quite honest with everybody here, it's something that I'm currently struggling with. That's something that I'm still currently figuring out and working through. But yeah.
And honestly, that's something that, everybody, even adults, go through, is still dealing with self-confidence. So I don't think it's anything that you really outgrow. But it is, like you're saying, it's a reminder. And, I always tell everybody, you are uniquely designed with a purpose.
Yes.
So that's why, when she keeps saying to turn to God and know your worth in God, God created you for a reason. And he's going to see to it that you fulfill that purpose.
Absolutely.
As long as you're, turning to him and go in the direction he wants you to go. And sometimes we want to go our own direction.
I struggle with that.
But so
not all who wander are lost. Never forget this. Just a little misstep don't mean it wasn't part of the plan.
Right. That's a true statement too. And you learn from them too.
Absolutely.
You learn from your missteps.
Oh, I should be a genius then. I'm not.
So let's see. So we're going to do one more question. And I'm going to ask this question right here. Any plans on starting college?
Great question. For those of you who don't know, I graduated high school when I was 16 because homeschooled. Yeah, I'm a homeschooler. Anyway, 16.
Is that what's wrong with you? You didn't go to public school. That's why you're so cool and not and nice. Because public school is like 13 years or 18 years of being waterboarded, basically.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I started schooling early and then got ahead, and my parents were like, we'll just homeschool her. It wasn't necessarily in the plan, but that's just how it worked out. And I'm very thankful for it now, especially looking back. But I graduated high school at 16 and was not in a mental state to go to college. Just full honesty. Could not have handled it. Intellectually, maybe. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all that stuff, absolutely not. And so I took a gap year. From that, I ended up booking various jobs that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to work on if I was in college, and kind of moved away from it. But I did continue my education. So something that people may not know is through various online programs, I actually have a nano degree in digital marketing. So a nano degree is basically just a condensed, it's like a mini master for people that go to college, so I'm told. But yeah, in digital marketing, and I'm constantly learning new things outside of the industry that I currently find myself in, and so constantly learning things. As for going to actual college, I have kind of a hot take on this one. I have kind of a big opinion. I don't know. Do you think it's fine if I share my hot take?
Yeah, no.
I think college is not for everybody, and I think that is okay. I think everybody has a unique plan and purpose in their life, and talents and abilities that they may not benefit from going to college. So one of the things, just getting asked that question, it can be really discouraging when you're like, I don't know, maybe yes, no, I don't know, I'm still figuring it out. So for people that feel like, I just don't know if college is for me, that's okay. And that's okay. For me, is it something that I would love to do in the future? Absolutely. I think it would be very cool to go back to school and to go to college. But at the period of life that I'm in right now, it's just not feasible.
Consensus in the comments is college is a waste of time, according to a couple of people. I don't necessarily disagree. You know, nowadays you can just go to the University of YouTube, learn everything you need to know. So
it's true. It all depends on what you want to do with your life. If you want to be a doctor, then you probably need to go to college, just because.
Well, and nowadays you could get these degrees online. You don't even have to go anywhere.
Absolutely.
So, or you get certified, get certifications. So you don't have to spend a whole 2 to 4 years going on. So it depends. It depends on you and your where you feel like God is leading you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. But there's a lot of pressure as a young person, just personally speaking. There's a lot of pressure. You have to go to college. You have to go. You have to do it. It all depends on what your call is, which I know is it's such a hot take.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me.
Nah, you're not going to get canceled. There's nothing wrong with college. Here's the thing, people. The second you were conceived, there was parameters put in place for you. It's up to you to figure out if you needed those parameters, if those parameters were for you or for the people who set them for you. So that right there will let you know if you need college or not. What do you want to do? What do you want? If you need a job where you need a degree, then you got to go to college. If you need a job where you don't need the degree, because college, it's of course obtaining education, but it's also stability. Can you show up, somewhere for almost 40 hours a week for years before you get the job? And, so if you need those things, go to college. If you don't, then don't. It's really, that easy.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you like debt, go to college.
Yeah.
I love debt.
All right. So before we go, because this will be our last one.
All right.
If you could give the audience one piece of advice, leave them with one piece of advice.
Ooh.
What would that advice be for them?
I don't know if this is advice or just a statement. But each one of you is here with a plan and a purpose. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you are not a waste of space. You are not junk, and you are loved more than you could ever fathom. And I am not. That's not just me saying that.
Right.
You are here. So when things seem bleak and dark, know that you are here. You are breathing, you are living for a purpose, and it has been orchestrated since before the earth's foundation was laid, and you are loved more than you could ever imagine. And in those moments when you don't love yourself, know that you are loved anyway. You are loved even in the midst of your brokenness. That's not really advice. That's just something that somebody told me and saved my life. So,
wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So, guys, thank you guys so much. This was our first double live event. I thought it went really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys for
I had fun.
Yeah, it was
Bro,
a blast.
Thank you. You're the best.
Anytime, guys. Anytime.
On, bro.
Yeah.
I like getting in the middle, keeping the riffraff out.
Right.
Much appreciated.
That's what we needed. That's exactly
Absolutely.
what we needed for. Well, cool. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on.
Mm-hmm.
And before we go, what social media can you get on real quick?
Make sure to follow me on I haven't done a social plug in a while. Hey, what's up, guys? Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, under Boettcher Ashley, I think is my usual. Boettcher
Right.
Ashley. I'm available on TikTok, which is dead. I don't know if it's ever going to come back, but I have a TikTok, I have a Snapchat, all the things. You can go to my website, boettcherash.com, if you want to learn more. Cool. And there are links to all that stuff there as well.
And we'll put them on the description and the bottom of the video as well.
Sweet.
So, all right, guys. Thank you guys very much. All right, Pro. We'll get together
Later, guys.
tomorrow. We got another Pro.
Have fun. Yes,
Pro show tomorrow.
we're gonna review
I'm so
this.
excited.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow we're actually reviewing this
Oh,
on the
perfect.
CrossFit Pro Show. So yeah, we're gonna talk about how
I get to review myself. I am gonna have a lot of good things to say about myself.
Nice. Don't drag me too hard. Okay, don't just roast me.
I couldn't be here without you. So I always try to tell the talent, I'm only here because you're out doing. I only have something to moderate because of you. So I thank you.
Exactly.
Aw, thanks, guys. For sure.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Remember, you guys are uniquely designed with a purpose, and always keep moving forward. Peace.
Peace, everybody.